Hello, magic lovers. Today I have an effect for you called Mental Dai. This is an effect that I only merely heard about through the grapevine and had to do a lot of research and a lot of looking through a bunch of books to find what I was looking for. At least the original version seems to be available, but the specific version I was looking for from Dai Vernon is kind of hard to track down. So I have a variation on that, which I was able to track down, and we'll get into it right now.
So for this effect, we'll be using a deck of cards and a prediction. I also have here a die because, well, since I don't have anybody here, this is going to help me make some predictions that the spectator would normally do, right? So normally you would have the spectator mix the die up in their mind, not actual physical die, but we'll get back to that in just a moment. First, let's take these cards out. We actually don't need all of the cards here. Like, don't need all of them. We just need a few, right? Let's count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. And we're going to use 6 cards because we actually have 6 predictions, right? 6 options here that a die can give out. So let's go ahead and, let's back that camera out a little bit so you can see a little bit more when everything here in the frame. So you have all these options here. 6 different options. Nice and mixed up. You would ask your spectator to mix a die in their mind, right? So that we can't possibly know what number it is that they're thinking of, but lock onto whatever number it is. So let's go ahead and do that. And first, I'm going to roll the die a couple of times so you can see it's not, a fake die or something like that where you're going to get the same outcome every time. Just a normal dice, right? Oops, that one kind of fell off camera. So let's roll one last time and see what we get. And we get the number 4. Excellent. Now, you would have that spectator lock in that number in their mind and remind them that you have a prediction here. So you're going to show them 1, 2, 3, 4. You have chosen the 4th card here. Now, you would show them your prediction, and the prediction says you will choose the red card. Well, you might be thinking to yourself, that didn't work out so great, but it actually worked out perfectly in my favor. And I say that because they chose the only red backed card. Okay, so now it's time for the tutorial. How in the world does this effect work? How was I able to predict that they would choose the red card? Well, it's very interesting, actually. You have 6 cards here, and you have a mental die, not an actual die, but somebody chooses a number. So let's say in this case, they choose 3. Well, that's quite all right, because I would then count 1, 2, 3 to reveal the only red back card, while every other card is black. So what happens, let's say, basically this is a multiple outs routine, which you may have guessed or not. But it's a wonderful multiple outs routine because no matter what the option is, they seemingly have a free choice, but they don't. So, for example, let's say they roll a 1 in their mind. Well, if you may or may have not have noticed, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And not so much in order, but there are all 6 cards here, right? So if they choose a 1, that means ace. That means they get the red backed card. Well, what if they choose a 2? Well, that's very easy. 1, 2 means they chose the only red card. What if they were to choose a 3? Very simple. 1, 2, 3. The only red card. What if they choose a 4? Very simple. Now we count from the right side, not the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, what if they choose a 5? Even simpler. We still count from the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, then you say, well, what if they choose a 6? Well, the 6th card is the red card. So it's a multiple outs routine that works beautiful. I'm going to run through it one more time. If they roll a 1 in their mind, that will be the ace. If they roll a 2, you count from the left to right, 1, 2. If they roll a 3, you also count left to right, 1, 2, 3. And if they roll a 4, you then count from right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if they do a 5, that's right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, landing you on the red card. And if they choose a 6, well, it's quite simple. The 6th card is the red card. So that's the effect here for Dai Vernon's Mental Die. I really hope you enjoyed it. Now we'll need to go over the very easy moves required to do this effect. So first we're going to take out the cards. And we have our setup right here at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards right here at the bottom in this exact order. This is important, okay? So we're gonna put them all together. All I'm doing here at the beginning is sort of like a false shuffle. I'm not actually shuffling the cards, just shuffling some off here. And I'm wanting to make it very messy because I'm just gonna end up throwing these all in the back, just like that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards right here. And then after we finish with that little shuffle where we put everything right there on the back, we then turn the cards over and deal down, reversing the order here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. And then we'll put the rest away because we tell them all we need is these 6 cards. We're then going to give these cards just another little overhand shuffle just for good measure, which all I'm doing is peeling off 1 card at a time. But at speed, it looks really good, right? So let's reverse these cards one more time and show you what it looks like at speed, because it's just me reversing the cards, but it looks like I'm giving them a little bit of a shuffle, but I'm not. All I'm doing is reversing the cards. They don't know that. Then I deal down cards here, seemingly not in any particular order. However, the order is what makes this trick and this effect work correctly. So they must be the red 6 and the red backed ace in the 2nd and 3rd position. So think about it in left to right, as in reading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So the 2nd and 3rd position is where your cards need to be, just like this. So if you got to take a screenshot or write it down or follow along with your deck, and the trick will work as I explained. But this is very important. All right, so once again, that was a variation on Mental Die, aka the red card. This one took me a little bit of a rabbit hole to go down. Once I heard of it, I'm like, that sounds like a really cool effect. Let me see if I can find it. So I found a version of it in this book here by Carl Folves, My Best Self-Working Card Tricks, which is has a lot of great card tricks in here. I suggest you pick it up. And I found that on page 113. And here it's titled Subliminal Force. Also, just to give credit where credit is due, the original effect I was looking for was Dai Vernon's Mental Die. And it was originally created, this effect, in 1959 in a book called Step 10 of 13 Steps to Card Tricks by Tony Carreran. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not, but sorry about that. There's alternate versions out there by Nick Trost, Carl Folves, like I just said, and Dai Vernon. That's it. That is the effect, and I really hope that you enjoyed this one, because I don't often do packet tricks, but I felt like this one was strong enough for me to include. So thanks for watching, and have a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Still trying to make it to 1,000.
Magic lovers, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.